Hi there guys, I'm Chris Boden. Welcome to today's Captain's Blog. It's 11:48 hours on February 23rd, 2015. And we're continuing the epic cleaning and tidying of space. Good morning, gentlemen.
So Chris,
Yes, sir.
what's the best way to move the pinball table?
It takes 4 people. One on each corner.
Okay.
Very slowly, very gently, and be aware that the backer board is only delicately held on, so you can't lurch it. Okay.
Oh, and the one without the front panel on it is elastic slide.
Yeah. Good morning, Moose.
Good morning.
Thank you, Chris.
Hit me.
Would you be available for a test?
Yeah, what's up?
EMP.
EMP?
You got the camera running.
Okay.
Connected to the stream. You want to test it, see if it's...
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Here, you're driving.
Here, let me go put it on the stream real quick.
All right, go put on the screen real quick.
Wow, that's a really horrible picture. Hang on, let me fix that. That is really, really red. That is a super red picture. Let me do something real fast. Hooray!
If this works, I'll let you put it up there. All right?
All right.
So show me what you got. This is the camera.
That's the camera. That is a Panasonic Digital 5000.
Far enough out of range, that should be okay.
That's what I was thinking.
All right.
This is the new camera. I gotta adjust it because it's really red right now. It wasn't before. But we're gonna see how good it looks. I got it aimed right here so people can push
That
the
is
button.
the most horrible piece of shit camera. Just, oh my god, if we're gonna kill a camera with EMP, that's the one I want to die. I think you're just doing this whole thing so you can get me to push a button.
No. If I wanted you to push
a mic in this room?
up there.
Alright, are we switched to that mic?
Yes. If I wanted you to push the button, you know, I'd just say, hey Chris, you want to blow shit up? And you'd probably say yes.
There's that. Crossing 1200.
I should probably tell them to tune in real quick.
You better be quick.
Yep.
Oh, you can do it right there. $1,800 on the bank. This is ready.
Okay.
Fireman ready.
And now, even though the white balance is off on the camera right now, we should be able to see if it still works. And it does.
Yeah?
The camera is still alive.
Well,
It needs to be focused.
Yes, it does. All right. Keep at it. I like it. I still hate that camera, but that's the best use for it ever. Oh, God, it's warm down here. It's weenie shrinking cold in every room I've been in so far. I like it in here. It's a happy room. With lots of toys. Just for kicks, because I haven't thrown away a single thing that flies since I started, and it's been a year, and I wanted to do just a shot, get a bunch of pictures of this is what I did in a year. So I put the entire collection together. That was the little blog clip of yesterday, and here I'll give you a quick overview. Here's a big one. This is donated. We use this as a demonstrational educational model. This big giant one is only a 3-channel, but that's what started everything. Vicki gave me this for Christmas last year because she's awesome, and she started me on the path of flight. That is WL, one of the WL toys, like a 912, something like that. Really basic, 4-channel fixed pitch trolley bar. And I've had 2 of those. One of them is in a tree. Cool helicopter, really fun to fly. Not as snappy as, it's kind of like flying a bus. And the tail motors on them burn out impressively fast. I've killed several tail motors. One of these is still in a tree behind the pool of the park up the street. F-45s, I've had, I think, 3 of these, and one just exploded into pieces. That was a bad day. These 2 are pretty fun, very basic. This was the first thing I ever did with aerial photography. This is the Cursed Demon helicopter. I've rebuilt it 3 times. I've had it in the air less than 1 minute. Total flight time less than a minute. I fucking hate this helicopter. It's the Blade SR. It is cursed. This thing hates me. I hate it. I may attempt at some point this year to put it in the air. 180 CFX, awesome, absolutely awesome. This is the pinnacle of the micro line that I own. There's one that's bigger. There's the, I think it's a 360 that is just beautiful, and there's a 3-bladed kit for it. I want it really, really bad, but this is the nicest thing I've ever flown. I like it a lot. 130Xs, good, solid, love it. This is one of my main helicopters. Like, a lot of these I don't really fly. Like, these were learning, getting up to where, like, that can't fly anymore. The big one is so completely worn out. I beat the shit out of it. So a lot of this is getting, like, put into storage or cleaned out. The 130 I fly a lot. I'm about to do big upgrades on this. I'm going to do a full metal conversion. You'll see that coming up soon, like I did with the Nano. Blade 120, dog. Excellent helicopter if you're a noob. I never really liked it. It's fussy, it's a pain. It doesn't really move very well compared to a lot of the other, like the little V911 flies orders of magnitude better and is more controllable than the 120 SR. But if you're just starting out and you're just learning your orientations, this is a great one for just basic hover training. It hovers great. It just sucks when you try to move. This thing I got in a package. Like, I bought a bunch of helicopters from Joey, and I've never really flown the thing. It's a WL, I think it's one of the 9 series. I don't know which one off the top of my head. And never got into it, never really flew it, because if I'm going to fly something like that, this is their version of a wannabe MCPX BL, kind of. And it's like a step between a Nano and a BL, and it just, if I'm going to fly something like that, I've got Nanos and BLs. This doesn't belong here. This is actually a metal overhaul of a V911, and it was a really stupid-ass thing to do because it doesn't have any power and it just sucks. This is an MCPX BL. This is absolutely my main helicopter because realize most of the helicopters I fly are in the wintertime, so I fly indoors, which is why I fly helicopters a lot. This is absolutely my main helicopter. I love it. I fly the hell out of it. It's great. This is my first MCPX BL. It's sitting here pretty smashed up and beaten. It's had a long, hard life. These helicopters fly every day, 3-4 times a day. So this one is going to be the next one. It gets a full metal upgrade conversion thing. 3 more of the little V911s. Really basic, really simple, beat the hell out of it, workhorse, 4-channel helicopter. If you're just getting into helicopters, this is absolutely the one to get as your first heli. It's not a hobby class helicopter, it's a toy class, but you can beat the hell out of them, and they take a lot of abuse, and it's really good for learning your orientations, and they're very, very, very easy to fly. Very forgiving. This is what you should get if you're getting somebody their first helicopter. I totally recommend this highly. Then we get into the Nanos. There's 3 here. I actually have 4, but I can't find the 4th. It doesn't fly anyway. It's really beat up. Nano was my main helicopter before I was good enough to go to a BL. Very forgiving, takes a lot of abuse, and just fun. Tail blowout, you gotta really get on your collective management, but if you, this is your first 6-channel collective pitch helicopter. If you're making the jump, like you've got your 4-channel down, you got your orientations, you're starting to get your shit together, then you go up to 6 channels, and this is my first 6-channel collective pitch helicopter. I've done one where I just did a blog a while back with a full metal upgrade with carbon fiber metal upgrade. It's really awesome, and you're going to see another video on this soon. I've got the updated brushless motor, and we're going to repair this and do a motor upgrade. I'll do that probably this week. I'll try and get time to do it. And then down here, just because funny, this is like a $20 or $30 helicopter. It's really, really cheap, and it flies every bit as good as you expect a $20 helicopter to fly. It is the world's smallest remote control helicopter. It's so tiny, it's not even radio control. It uses infrared, but it's cute and it's fun. It doesn't fly worth a shit, but it's just cute and fun, and it's just dumb, and I like it. Then we go into the quads, and I really don't have that many quads. I'm really not that big into quads, but they're fun, and I'll probably be getting more. This is my 350QX. This is version 1 upgraded to version 2, then 3, and it's a piece of shit, and I hate it. I loved it as a version 1. It flew great until I did the upgrades, and then it sucks. It's a dog in the air. I've done all the updates. I've done the surgery inside. I did everything by the book. It worked, all the hardware is right, but it's a version 1. It's what you expect from version 1. I really want a version 3, and I'll probably be getting a version 3 as an aerial platform, but that's like $1,000 to do it, and if I'm gonna spend $1,000, I got better places to put it than into my hobby at the moment, so it's gonna wait. We got this. This is more the geek groups than mine, really. This we use for demos. I use this with the Cub Scout groups and things like that for doing basics of flight and teaching things like that. And we've got it set up as an FPV unit so we can put it on a big screen, which is fun. This is a little 3D. I like this. Crazy cheap, $100. And I beat the shit out of it. I've already had to super glue one of the motors together. I had to replace one of the flight arms. I want to do the aluminum and carbon fiber upgrade to this really bad. And I'm definitely doing it to this one just for aesthetics. But this is cool. The only thing wrong with this right now is I've beat on it so hard that one of the little lights at the end of the circuit board is intermittent. It like blinks on and off. This I like. It's the Nano QX. And I've beat on it so hard that the video's pretty wonky, so I don't know what's up with that. But this for FPV is just fun as hell, but it's kind of delicate, so you got to be careful with it. This is something somebody sent in. It's like just a basic little crappy quad. This is like, I think, my first quad. This is a little knucklehead, like Maltoy quad. It's fun. It's got a camera on it. The camera sucks. The camera does exactly what you think it does, but it's like a little $30 thing, and the video that comes out of this I can't put into Vegas, so I don't really use it. And this is just, I'm bored in meetings or like I'm going somewhere downtown, I just want to dick around like in a public hotel hallway or something like that. That's just a little, like you can get these for like $30. They're fun. Todd came in with one of these and I was like, I gotta get one of those. It was just fun. This, I don't know, I think it's called the Spacewalker? I don't know. I don't remember. They should put it on the side, but I was trying to find the tiniest, lightest, slowest flying possible airplane I could put in the MDH, and I didn't want to get a damn Vapor because I had an early flight experience with a Vapor, and I just hated it instantly. It's like, oh my god, it's a piece of shit. And this thing, too fast for in this room, which sucks. If you had a big empty gymnasium, this would be awesome, but in the MDH, it's too quick, so it sucks. But I like it, and I'm going to, this is an indoor flying thing. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I'll check it out. You'll see this out in the spring. Probably a really, really dead calm day, but it's really, really light, so wind affects it really easily. And then, after dissing it, there's the damn Vapor. I got one, and I just got this. This is the most recent plane in the fleet, and I got the FPV Vapor because I wanted to be able to do FPV stuff in this room, and it's still incredibly delicate, and but I got one, and it's I'm going to be using this with demos probably, because you can run this right into the head of a 5-year-old and they're probably going to be fine because there's nothing to it. It's made out of like mylar, like a balloon. So yeah. First airplanes here, the duets. This is where I started. I think that was my first duet. Yeah, that one's in better shape. So yeah, that's where airplanes started, and you can see I got this one April 13th last year, and it died within 2 months. Last flight 6/17. I killed one of the motors on it. That one, you can see it's all glued back on. The Icon A5, I got that as a Christmas present. Thank you, Moose. And it is quite awesome. I have never flown it because this airplane is for water. And there's a little pond in the park up the street, so I look forward to checking that out. This is a Cub. Now, I've had 3 Cubs. There's the other one. The Champ isn't down here because I gave my Champ away. I have yet to fly a Cub that I liked. I don't know why, but I don't like Cubs. I keep trying, but I just don't like Cubs. But it flies. It is an airplane and it flies. I don't really like it, but I've only maidened it. I don't have enough time on it to really have an opinion. I'll let you know more as I know. This, a member sent in, and I'm terribly sorry, but I can't remember who. It sat in a box in Studio B for a long time, and I forgot we had it because I wasn't into flying radio-controlled airplanes at that point. And we dug it out just like this over the course of this winter, like early winter. And there was a box of the airplane. I was like, hey, I gotta put that together. I put together, and it's really cool. It's actually a really nice airplane. As far as build quality, it's the finest quality airplane I have. It actually has wooden parts in it. There's a fair bit of foam, but it has wood and plastic parts, and that's kind of cool. I haven't flown it yet. It needs a little bit of love, but I put a nice put a nice receiver in it. And I gotta sort out the ESC, but the stock configuration was totally different than the stuff I fly. So I put a Spectrum radio in it, and I put a Spectrum ESC in it, and we'll see how that goes. So I'm excited about that. These are the T-28s. Mr. Kidwell got me this for Christmas. Thank you, Paul. See, he loves me. And this one is set up for FPV with the... Well, I love that they have the Horizon Hobby guys have the Ultra Micro FPV thing, and I've been having fun with it. I like the system a lot. But the T-28 is absolutely one of my 2 favorite planes. I fly the hell out of them. There's 3 of the micros here. This one has never flown because I'm waiting for weather. The other 2 I have flown the shit out of them, and the first thing I do is usually crash them enough to peel the landing gear off and just throw that away because who needs landing gear? And then you fly them until they just don't work anymore. And the first of the full-size airplanes I got, because these, understand, are ultra micros, really tiny little cheap planes. I got a full-size one. That was my first big plane, and that is a normal size radio control plane. So, and they're not expensive. This is about $120. This is like $220. So $100 more and you get 3 times the plane. So how about that? And I got that. It has not flown yet. It still has the safety stickers on the prop. And this one is all good and ready to go. When I first got it, this part here, let me see if I can open it with one hand. This part, the dude inside was damaged in shipping. He was knocked loose and rattling around in there. So I spent $10 and I got a new canopy for it. And on the other one, I'm going to take, oh well, I already did. I took the dude out and I'm going to put an FPV setup in there with a camera in the front and the transmitter in the back because you got lots of room. And it's really easy to peel this off with just, you know, be careful with an X-Acto knife. But $10, you got a whole FPV module. So you put your camera up front, transmitter and battery in the back, and it's just a whole setup thing. And you can just pop it right onto the plane and off you go. This is really tricky to do with one hand. If I could see the hole. There we go. And there's just a magnet in the back. Over here, dude, I can't remember your name, just commented like minutes ago on my Facebook talking about how the Corsair is his favorite plane. It's one of my favorite planes too, and the Ultra Micro is awesome and flies great, but it has a design problem. The landing gear is really delicate and breaks off easily, and without the landing gear, these hit. These are the little linear servos, and you scrape this gear, and then they don't work anymore. And it's a nightmare to try and change this servo out. On I've replaced tons of servos on things, but this servo's a total bitch to swap out. So these planes are fundamentally disposable. I have another one of these as well, and it's in the same boat. So those are pretty much trashed. So when I got my second of the big planes, I got this. This has a problem with it, and I don't know what. It's brand new out of the box, like I put together, and the motor does not spin up at all. Everything else works, but the motor doesn't spin up. I need to get into it and take it apart and see if there's like a loose wire with the ESC or something like that. It's probably something stupid that I'm doing and just haven't figured it out yet, but this is going to be flying soon. A question for the RC aircraft guys out there. On both of the big ones, on the spinner, there's a hole right here. Is it okay to hang the airplane, like if I put a metal, like I don't know, like a big paper clip through there and hang it from this for storage, is that okay? I think it is, because I know this airplane will stand on its prop, it'll fly perfectly straight up, and that means that it's designed to have all the weight on this point. It's a very, very solid point. Can I hang the airplane like that for long-term storage where it's hanging by its spinner for months on end and not damage it? That I need to know. Down here, this is one of my very first ultramicros. It's the UMX Radian. UMX means ultramicro. I love this plane, fly the hell out of it, is hugely fun. It takes a pretty good beating. It's a little delicate because it's a sailplane, but a little bit of tape, a little bit of glue, you can get it back in the air. And I have flown the hell out of this. I've had 3 of them so far. This is the one that flew most recently. The first one, well, if you ever see it, let me know. It's got my phone number on the bottom. And the latest one is still in the box. I haven't even put it together yet because I'm just waiting for spring, and it really takes about 2 minutes to go from in the box to in the air with this airplane. I might do that as a video this summer. It'll be kind of fun. So that's cool. So this is the ultramicro Radian. This is the big Radian, which is the normal full-size one. And then now these two are exactly the same. They're both 3-channel airplanes. This is the Radian Pro, which adds ailerons and flaps. Otherwise, it's exactly the same. And then I have a Calypso, which I got off a guy off Craigslist for like nothing, and he's got a really crappy radio setup in it. So I bought it for nothing because it was all messed up, and I think I'll be able to get it in the air again this year. I've only flown it a little bit. It's really nice to fly. It's just like flying the Radian. I have never flown the Radian Pro. That's another one I got off Craigslist for nothing, and it was messed up really bad. It's still messed up, but I'll get it fixed, and that'll get in the air this year. And then this is an Enos airplane. I think it's one of the flight test models. He built it, gave it to me. I've never flown it. It terrifies me. And then this is just a crappy little glider that I've had for years and years. So that is the flight collection, the entire flight line. And now you know everything I own that flies. That's 1 year. God, it's an addiction. All right, we'll be back. You could get a helper with that and not risk screwing up the floor. Put it down gently. Thank you. Jerry, help her make a holder. Hey guys.
Yeah, I noticed.
Okay.
We gotta rotate.
Yep.
Steven, what?
So the trial of the new viewer mail desk was officially deemed a failure. We're going back to the original one for now.
It looks so weird now.
Short. But you can see more of the letters, and that's what's really important.
Yes. Oh God, back to a normal height desk. I'm very happy about this. Batman, you can take your damn bucket.
It's not that this is a normal height. This is kind of low, but the other one was...
I'm a wee man. The moose has fruit. All right, Jerry, could you get the IRC terminal back up and running on there, please? Right. Thank you, sir.
It wasn't running when I turned it on.
We'll get it back. I'll be back. You have fun. Moose!
Hi.
What you got?
I have a scale.
Is this the one with Ethernet?
It's supposed to be. I don't see it on here.
I'm excited. Ethernet scale.
440 pounds on this.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Looks a lot like the one you see at the doctor's offices nowadays.
Yeah?
So this is for member supply. So it'll be down there. People will grab their material and put it on the scale, and then from there we get the price, because most of the items in member supply will go off
Right.
a weighted price. A sharp object.
Ah.
And batteries. Let's see.
It's even got a little wall mount.
Yeah. We'll get this set up today.
Is that a magnet?
I don't know. Do we have any AAAs?
I'm excited. Now this wasn't expensive, was it?
No.
How much was it?
This was $44.
Yeah? If this works really good, I want one for a member deck.
Okay.
Because this would be because I get kids on it. Yeah, that's totally kid size.
It is. And it,
440 pounds and impressively fat kids.
well, and they should be able to jump up and down on it.
Yeah, yeah, I like that. That's a good demo. Cool. I'm excited. I'm just waiting for Batman.
See if it can do that.
Hey. Where's the other thing? I don't know if that's a magnet or not. I know how to find if it's a magnet. Oh, it's a magnet! It's a magnet! That's not a magnet, but this is a magnet. See? Magnet. You can't explain that. You don't know how that works. It's a miracle.
Praise beyond Cthulhu for his great gifts.
So who wants to stand on it?
I'll test it for safety. All right, place your bets.
I'd say it's $1.25, Joe.
$1.25, you think?
135.
Yeah, you're going 135? All right, ready?
You are getting a little punch here. No, one to talk.
You're on a
You're
nice-
usually a skeleton. That's why I was like, oh hey, he actually has.
I'm a rugged man. You watch this. Look at that. I'm 143 pounds.
That's impressive.
I'm built, man. And ounces.
That's the camera.
All right, here, hold the camera. R42, 14 ounces. I'm built, yo. You want to try it? No! What you got? Hey, Batman?
Jesus.
Yeah. It's that extra 8 ounces that's doing it.
Minus 10 pounds for boots and shit.
That's it. Now take everything off of your belt. Shoes.
I think you go have one. You know it'd be fun. I'm a horrible person. We should put this in the bathroom next to the toilet. And you go and you weigh yourself, you have a good poo, you weigh yourself again, do like the tear difference, and you know how big your poop is. Which is way easier than trying to like poop in a cup and weigh your poop. That's hard.
No, we just put displacement marks in the toilet. That'd be way easier.
You can't. Because of the design of a toilet. Toilet's the bottom of a P-trap. The more you poop, the water doesn't go up when you poop. When you poop, it displaces the water, it raises the level, but the water just goes out the back. That's why the water level in the toilet's always the same level.
This is why you need a German.
You get German toilet?
They have a shelf. So the poo collects on the shelf instead of going to plop in the bowl. But you could put a scale on the shelf and see what you get.
Why would you want to poop on a shelf?
Well, it goes on the shelf and then just one big blast of water gets it rid of it.
So the poop doesn't hang out underwater?
No.
So it's dry poop.
It's just goes on the shelf.
That's gotta
then
stink.
When you flush and it just goes.
No, it's gotta stink bad.
Well, only while you're pooping.
Well, yeah, but
Then you flush and you don't have
I
water.
like American
Courtesy
no,
flush.
I want the water. I like the water. My poop likes to swim. My poop likes to swim. We'll be back. Hello guys, I'm Chris Boden. Welcome to the Geek Group. It's 14:10 hours and it's time for viewer mail. What do we got? And yes, as a lot of you may have noticed, I've got my old desk back. It was a stupid idea and I'm too damn short and it's just that's how it is and I'm just going to accept that.
Hey!
This was like a theme.
I told you it was on the wish list.
It's from Warren Johnson, Clean Up Your Act, Joe. Oh, it's from Joe Johnson, okay. And for Stephen Bellatini and his Amazing Dinosaur Show from Joe. Mr. Bellatini, sir, you have this. What is it?
That's Oviraptor.
Oviraptor with an egg. Okay.
With a what?
It's got an egg.
Oh!
Look, he's got
Well,
an
the
egg.
name means egg thief, so of course they have it stealing an egg. Yeah,
Oviraptor, not Overraptor. Oviraptor.
Oviraptor.
Yeah, okay.
You
All
said
right.
the same word twice. What?
I thought you said Overraptor.
Oh.
You said Oviraptor, because
Yeah.
egg thief. So
If I said Oviraptor, you would hear the R.
you've said it twice and I still haven't heard the fucking thing.
You did
so.
the same thing.
All right.
So.
You ready? Mr. Bellatini, what is that?
Oh, hey! Somebody sent me an Archaeopteryx already.
Yeah, that's an Archaeopteryx.
It's an inaccurate Archaeopteryx, but I think it's supposed to be an Archaeopteryx.
I think it's kind of the point is that it's an inaccurate Archaeopteryx.
You say it would kind of suck for us if it was actually.
Yeah.
No, because then I could just dive right into the paleobiology and history, and I wouldn't even have to talk about the toy, which people seem to think is the point of the show.
Thank you, Joe. Now,
Thank you, Joe.
here, Batman. Now, a lot of people don't understand about the details of the plumage of various dinosaurs. A lot of them have evolved to become birds, as we know them today. And this actual dinosaur is the
I don't sound
origin.
like that.
This is the origin of the peacock in today's world. You can tell. I can do Kermit a lot easier than I can do him. I cannot do his voice. Though I have picked up a few of his expressions, which I find deeply disturbing.
It's not as disturbing as I do.
Okay.
I watched a really good documentary on the improv the other day. It was kind of cool.
Okay. All right, what else do we got? Is that it? Is that it? We have one box of viewer mail? Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. We have one box of viewer mail, but it has
Because I only have one
dinosaurs.
form left.
All right, thank you, Joe. You guys have fun. We'll be back after this. Tilt the main camera down just a tad. Why?
Because the table's lower now.
Maybe the headroom bothers them.
We could tilt it down, but you're not going to be able to see everything because we need a long lens for that.
Oh, Papo.
Papo? Okay.
Papo is the manufacturer that people keep recommending.
These are Papo?
Yeah, they supposedly make really accurate toys.
Well,
They're still
this
inaccurate.
has like
They are
feathers
inaccurate.
and shit.
Well, they're
the
not.
leg is awesome.
They're maybe not so much.
These are called scoots. That's what I learned in the latest episode. Scoots.
Some
Which
people
just
call them scooter.
fucking wrecked me. Scoots.
Do you know what it's from?
Scooter.
Meaning?
From the Madagascar word for toenail polish.
It's from the Latin word for shield, scutum.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It's an adorable word.
3 years of Latin. I didn't know that one.
Well, that's what the legionaries carried. It's a scutum.
3 years of Latin. Didn't know that one. Over. From egg.
See, when they first found it, it was like hovering over a nest, and they were like, "Oh, it's stealing the eggs to go eat them." It was its nest.
So, but
it's stuck with the
now,
name.
see, that's the problem with the media. Putting the green man down, just,
He says, holding a brown dinosaur.
it's green-ish.
Yeah, I get it.
Is that healthy?
Stop eating colored cereal.
Doesn't smell healthy.
Do you know that there was actually a medical diagnosis that was named after a cereal?
What cereal was that?
Frankenberry. Because it doesn't do it anymore. I don't think it does. It might. But it used to be the first generation or so, Frankenberry cereal would turn kids' poop like red, pink, and freaks out parents. And it became such a common thing that it was known as, it was like Frankenpoop or something like that.
Fruit Loops still turn my poop green.
Most colored cereals turn most people's poop green.
I just thought I would grow out of it.
I gotta try that.
Didn't happen.
Try
some Captain Berry Crunch.
I failed an ABX test with fucking Fruit Loops.
They've put
years ago.
those cassowary quills
All right.
on the back of the head.
You know what an ABX test is? All right, I'm an audio guy, so we used to do ABX tests for like all kinds of stupid, because it's a great way to settle a bet in a recording. So, all right, fuck it, double blind ABX, let's go. If you're blindfolded, all Fruit Loops taste the same. Destroyed my fucking childhood. I lost 20 bucks and failed an ABX test because I'm like, bullshit! The yellow ones especially, just totally have like, nope, they all taste exactly the fucking same. I was so pissed. Oh, that was the worst 20 bucks I may have ever lost in my life.
That's a very common today I learned on Reddit, is that they're all the same.
Yeah, well, we didn't have Reddit back then. This was like
I'm not-
1995.
I was
maybe.
just mentioning
You
it.
dial into the
See it all
BBS
the
and
time.
talk. Just, yeah. Same thing, basically.
You're talking and you're saying things, but all I'm hearing is black nail polish, my emo phase. You need to have like a comb over down in front. It's just one side. Just like one seagull instead of a flock of seagulls, one seagull.
Only excuse for having black fingernails.
There you go. I'm with you. Thank you.
Was for smashing my nail with a hammer.
That's how men do it. Men, rugged men. Only reason I got black fingernails is because I have evolved beyond toilet paper and I use the pinky nail methods. Like that. But it ain't green. Going to lunch.